crochet vlog. I love the crochet vlogs because I can just yap without having to give instructions. I was filming the start of a tutorial earlier. Also, sorry about my voice, it's a bit weird. I've been ill, but we've got to carry on. We must continue. We must grind. Yeah, I was filming a tutorial earlier and I was trying to give instructions and I was like, ugh, this just takes so much brain power for someone with a brain oh so small. So I way prefer the crochet vlogs because I can just yap without judgment of being right or wrong, I hope, unless you guys are judging me. Why would you do that? It's so mean. Anyway, I'm making a tutorial for this knitted beanie hat that I've been making recently. Sorry, my light cut out, ran out, wasn't having it. Not that it's doing much, this is still a pretty horrifying lighting setup. I am making a tutorial of this beanie hat that I have been making recently, and I've posted it a bunch on my social media and everyone was like, oh my god, where's the pattern? What's the pattern? Where did you find the pattern? And I was like, there is no pattern. I made it up. But people don't like that. I need to give you what you want, and I am making a tutorial. So, and it's actually a really easy sort of tutorial. These are my favorite ones to do, where it's like I show you one row and then it's like, well, just 40 rows of that, and then I can crochet the rest on my own. So that's what I've been doing. I got a little bored and I thought, let's have a little yarn shopping break, and I thought I would kind of bring you along the journey because I'm looking at ordering some stuff for my next kind of few videos coming up. I think I'm gonna have a pretty busy December work-wise, so I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to film video-wise, but I'm just loving making them. I'm finding it so fun. So, and I have so many ideas for great videos, so I do want to try and keep it up. So I think I'm gonna do a tutorial for a ribbon bag I made last year. Oh no, yeah, no, I made it last year for my bestie for her birthday. I'll put a picture because it's adorable, and I thought, seeing as it's party season, it would be so fun to make another one and do a tutorial of it. And it's just a fun design, you know, and I always wanted to make it in this green color. I'll show you the ribbon I want to get for it because I'm a green girl. I obviously made it in pink originally because my bestie's a pink girl, but yeah, I'm a green girl. So I wanted to make another one anyway, and I thought, why not do a little, either a tutorial or like a crochet with me. The only reason I'm a little bit reluctant to just do a straight tutorial is because I don't totally remember how I made it because I made it a year ago. So I'm kind of thinking like, oh, if it's a bit more crochet with me style, but like I give you all the info I can, maybe that could be kind of a sleigh. The other thing I'm thinking, well, let me just show you, see if you can see it. I'm thinking of ordering some Tom Daley yarn, some Made with Love yarn, because he's just come out with these crochet kits with Hobbycraft, which I have been seeing come up because also he has just the Game of Wool, or is it called Wool Game? I've forgotten. Game of Wool, I think, has just started. We just had episode 2, so you know there's a lot of that on my feed. More about that in a bit because I was invited to an exclusive screening of that, which I really want to get into, but let me just carry on with this for now. I haven't ever tried his yarn, and I think I might have felt it once in the shop, but I totally can't remember what I was thinking. So I thought it would just be quite fun to just get a couple balls and one of the kits to try in a video and just do like a trying Tom Daley's yarn video. I thought that'd be fun because I want to start doing a little series where I try these kind of celeb brands or creator brands of yarn. I really want to try Hope's Wool, Hope Macaulay, if you don't know, her wool brand, and also Loose Ends yarn. They've got this metallic yarn that I would love to give a go, and if I make a video out of it, I can justify spending the prices because both of those are quite expensive. The Tom Daley one is considerably cheaper. It's actually still quite pricey. It's £9 a ball for an 100-gram ball of a cotton blend. I think it's like maybe 50% cotton, 50% acrylic or something. So a bit on the pricier side, but nowhere near as pricey as Hope's Wool. So I definitely want to order those, but I was just gonna start looking at the Hope's Wool selection because I know she does a lot of roving yarn, I think it's what it's called. It's like this kind of open fiber yarn, I never used that. I've used it once. I've used a Wool and the Gang one recently, which was super nice, but I just don't find it wearable in the slightest. So I just got chunky, colossal, Irish alpaca, zero waste. I might look at the alpaca because I love alpaca. This, what I'm using for this, has got a bit of alpaca in it and I love it. But she's also got banana silk, super fluffy mohair, offcuts, boucle mohair. And let's look at that. That will be cool. This I just know is going to be really expensive, so this is going to be a bit of a treat. So I'm thinking, you know, it's Christmas. It's my birthday next week, so that's what I'm telling my bank balance. See, the alpaca is really nice. I actually quite like, I wouldn't normally go for this sort of a like two-tone thing, but there's like nothing in there. I'm gonna have to make a hat or something. Can't make a jumper. No, I can. It's £18 a skein and they look tiny. Ooh, she has a kit. Oh my god. Oh my god. She has a chunky beanie hat knitting kit and it's £97. That's not real. What? Oh, so what's included for 100 gram? So you need 4 of them. I don't think I'll be buying this yarn. That's insane. £97 for a beanie kit. Who's buying this? I mean, surely people are. Let's look at the chunky wool. I thought a beanie I'd need like 2, 4. The chunky is £12. It's looking like a bit of a 50 gram moment. Oh, but the colours. Oh, that's a stunning shade of yellow that is. I'll tell you that for free. 100 gram skein, approximately 65 meters. That's rough. That is rough. But the colours are stunning, definitely. I might just have to treat myself. Who's gonna stop me? It's a business expense at the end of the day. Hand wash only. Wow, though. That's fun. That scarf. Oh, I'd love to do something like that. Yeah, maybe I should knit with it. That's cute. I'm gonna take a bit. Oh, my phone's there. My phone's there and I am stupid and I can't remember how to screenshot. That's cute. Okay, it could be the chunky. I've already looked into the loose ends yarn and that's about £15 a skein, and I haven't even looked at what the shipping is because I'm pretty sure they're based in Canada. So rip me. But anyway, I think that's for the new year. Do we think she's gonna do a Black Friday sale? Because that could be the time to pounce. I would have started, I think I started this video with the clips of the Wool Game of Wool, sorry. Screening. Wow, what a day. What a day. That was crazy. Crazy that I got invited. So grateful. So grateful that I live close to London and I could just pop in and actually go to it, because I know that certain people couldn't go to get the time off work and also, like, you know, to make a larger trip like that. But I'm very close to London. Exceptional. Loving the show. I know I've seen a bit of chatter, if you will, online, and people aren't, some of the knitters aren't happy. Look, I'm a glass half full kind of girl and I'm enjoying it. I don't feel the need to critique it much more than that. I'm having a fun time watching it. Love seeing what they're gonna make next. I'm there. And maybe I'm biased because I went to the screening. I don't know. Anyway, I went to the screening. It was in the Soho Hotel. Very fancy. Loved. We watched the first episode. Loved. And then afterwards we had afternoon tea and a Q&A with Tom Daley and the judges. Pretty cool. And it was, guys, when I received like the email and stuff for this, I was like, yeah, so excited. I expected it to be a bigger affair because I was invited. I don't know what that says about me, but I was like, this is going to be a large event. It was intimate. It was a small room. There wasn't that many people there. Really don't know how I got an invite. Gagged. But yeah, so I was like, guys, I was like this close. And I'm not really like, I'm not a fan, but I'm not like, I don't feel like I'm a massive fan, I don't know. But I was like, damn, this is a celebrity in front of me. I kept my cool though. I didn't, you know, go up and ask for a selfie or anything. I couldn't bear it. But I had such a fun time. I'm so glad I went. I was a little bit, tiny bit nervous because I was going by myself and I was like, oh my god. But I met one of my like Instagram mutuals there and she was so fun and we had such a fun time. So loved that. Oh my god, I look crazy today. Whatever. I was just tidying up my office and sorting out, oh my god, that's so heavy, my big old yarn stash, and I came across this and I realised that I forgot when I was telling you about the Game of Wool screening the other night, I forgot to tell you the best part of it. I got a bunch of free yarn. So I'll show you the first kit I got. I've already made it. It was this Wool and the Gang beginner scarf knitting kit. So it came with the ball of yarn. I think it was like their crazy sexy wool, I think it was, and also these big old chunky needles to knit with it. First time I've ever used probably anything this chunky, especially knitting, unless I'm forgetting something. And also this type of wool, and also Wool and the Gang in general. I've wanted to try Wool and the Gang for so long. I'm gonna take this off because I already look ridiculous and this is really just pushing me over the edge. So I was so excited. It was on the chairs when we went in for the afternoon tea, and I recognised the bag from a mile off. I was very excited about it, so I whipped that up pretty much straight away because I was just so excited to work with the yarn, and the yarn was honestly gorgeous. It's so soft, like you can see all the fuzzies. I'm really obsessed with like fuzziness in yarn at the moment. I don't know if it's because it's gotten colder or what, but I'm obsessed. I've been using this alpaca blend from Hobbycraft for my hats, and you can see they've got the little fuzzy as well, and that's not like got mohair in or anything. I think I kind of like am realizing recently that I need to experiment more with different fibers, because I don't know if I really actually know that much about different fibers and what is best for what project. But yeah, I've been experimenting a little bit more recently and I've been loving it. So anyway, that was the first kit I got, Adore, and then I, on the way out, also snagged this big boy, which now the episode has come out I can tell you about because it was based on one of the projects that they made in the second episode. I'll pop it on screen because it's a very funky design, and it's got all this gorgeous mohair in it. So the lovely pink colour, black, cream, this gorgeous lilac colour. I'm not much of a purple girl, but this is a bit of me. And also the light pink. So sweet. We've got the pattern here and then a circular needle to make it with, which is super fun. And it's an intermediate pattern, and obviously I'm a beginner knitter, but I kind of feel like just giving it a go. Like, how wrong can it go? Is that crazy? I love that it's like Wool and the Gang as seen on Game of Wool. That feels so fun. But yeah, very grateful. Obviously, it goes without saying. I felt very lucky lugging my 2 Wool and the Gang bags back, which I have to say, like, obviously you're not used to. I was in London for this premiere, and I had to get the train back home, which isn't a long train, but I also had to, you know, like walk from Soho to the station and then get on the tube and then walk from the station back to my house here. These bags don't have handles, and it was raining, I'm pretty sure, and I thought this is an arm workout and a half, but so excited to get into that. I will definitely keep you guys updated because never knitted fully with mohair, and I've never even crocheted fully with mohair. Like, I've always used it with like something else. I did this hat which has mohair in it, and I also did my cardigan pattern that has the pink sections has a strand of mohair in it, but I've never just used mohair all by itself. So I think that's going to be really fun. And also I've never done, what's it called, intarsia? Is that what it's called? This little thing. Don't know if it's outside of my kind of expertise, but you just don't know until you try. Like, yeah, I'm a beginner right now, but who's to say I can't be intermediate? So we'll be giving that a go. But I just wanted to show you because it's so, I was, yeah, very happy to receive this. I don't know where to put it because I really want to keep it in its bag because I just love seeing this Wool and the Gang bag. Wool and the Gang bag. So that sounds a bit too close to something else. Anyway, also what I'm about to do is film the next part of my hat tutorial. I've done the whole rib section now, so it's just onto the body part, so it'll be a nice quick little clip that I will be filming without my face in it, even though like I'm filming this now, but because it's a crochet vlog I feel like, you know, we're more casual than a tutorial. So I'm gonna film that and then I'm gonna get on with the next section of the hat today. And then I'm just I've got a lot of little projects. Like, I'm filming like 3 videos at the moment, working on a bunch of short form. I kind of just want to make progress in everything today. It's a horrible day. It's completely and totally raining outside, so I am not going to be going out. So what a perfect day to just kind of plow on. I really like, top of my list when I've done these tiny little end projects is making a sparkly top with this gorgeous, gorgeous yarn. I've never used sequin yarn before. This is the King Cole Cosmos yarn in Galactica, and I just think it's epic, and I really want to make a top for party season for this vlog. I think that would be so exciting, but I think maybe today I just need to focus on working on this hat tutorial. These hats, this is what the tutorial is. They're just perfect. Try and do as much of that today as possible, or at least just the next chunk. And then I also want to make a little book sleeve, because with it being Christmas right around the corner, I want to do a little series on my Instagram and my TikTok of last minute crochet present ideas, and the book sleeve is perfect because it takes barely any time. So I want to whip up one half of that, and then I'll film a little crochet with me maybe next week. So a lot of behind the scenes stuff today, I think. Really, I should have some yarn coming soon. Also, I bought, you would have seen in that little clip I did the other day, yarn shopping, my ribbon came for my ribbon bag, and it is the perfect shade of green. It did look like this online, but I was worried that because it was just off Amazon, like it could come in any shade of green kind of vibe. I love this shade of green, and it's gonna have cream ribbons on it, so that's also going to be a project hopefully for the beginning of next week. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to get it finished though before my sister comes. Can't remember if I said it in the last clip, but she is coming for the week because it's her birthday, and she's my twin sister, so we share a birthday. And I'm not going to work birthday week. Well, I'm going to try and do less birthday week so I could just spend time with her doing fun things. So my cut-off is Friday today, and my cut-off for kind of tying up these loose ends and making good progress with these projects I'm working on is Wednesday. She comes on Wednesday, so that has arrived, so maybe we'll be doing that. But yeah, I just wanted to give you a little update, a little show of this bad boy, and before I, get on with it all. Sorry, I've got my goofy glasses on, but it's a Friday and it's raining, and it's just that kind of vibe. I just want to be cozy, Sue me. Good morning. We have a busy day ahead of us this fine morning. I spent the morning, this is how many times can I say morning in one sentence? When I woke up, I had to catch up on the most recent episode of Game of Wool, of course. So while I did that, I crocheted up these nice little panels using my scraps. Very fun colours, as you can see actually. Some of them are scraps from this sweater vest. So I was working up these panels, and I filmed one as well. So productive start. I will finish that off later, hopefully, or maybe tomorrow, because we've got a lot going on. I think I mentioned in a couple clips ago or something, somewhere in this video, that my sister is coming tomorrow now. So it's like a mad dash. How much can I get done before she comes? My Hobbycraft yarn arrived, so let me get it to show you. Ta-da! So I ordered the Tom Daley Made with Love, the cottony one it's called, in the colours Oliver Twist. Oh, I keep doing this. Olive Twist. It's not Oliver Twist, it's Olive Twist and Over the Moon. And I think they're really cute together, and I'm gonna do stripy mittens with them, so that'll be fun. I'm gonna do a video trying them out, so that's pending. Sorry, had to disappear. The doorbell went. But I also have this kit, which I think will be fun. I won't open it now because that is for the video, but that arrived. Love a package to arrive. I'm also expecting one today, hopefully, because I have some orders to make for the brand I work for, so hopefully that comes today because I want to get started on that ASAP. So first things first, I finished off my knitted hat tutorial yesterday. I didn't film it because I just wanted to crack on and get it done, and I finished the edit as well, so I'm just going to watch it through one last time now, and then I'm going to schedule it. And then I've got some shrug content to film because I've made the new colours of my shrugs. This is a little sneak peek. This was in my autumn drop, and I loved it so much that I wanted to keep it in the winter drop, and these are the new colours. So I want to film some reels and all of that good stuff and take some photos today, so that's next on the list. Then I need to do a little bit of editing, and then hopefully we can start using my sparkly yarn and start working up that top. So I'll be back when I'm ready for that. I'm back. I was just prepping my stuff for the content I was going to film, and I remembered I'm also filming a little video of patterns that I have of mine that are included in the Ribblr Black Friday event situation. So this is one of them, my bow sleeve cardigan is one, my beginner one, and this heart print top is the Cyber Monday one, and it also includes my filet heart cardigan pattern, but I don't have a filet heart cardigan at the moment. I've got to make one, but I'm gonna do a little video promoting that as well. So that is why I'm wearing this today. I haven't worn it in a while, but this is your, I think it's called your new favorite sweater vest pattern. So yeah, that's also what I'm gonna do. Productive morning complete. Oh my god, my crazy hair as per usual. I got all my filming done, and it was so sunny. I filmed in my bedroom because it was like the sun was coming in there, so everything is like so gorgeous lighting, and that's, you know, rare at this time of year. So I also filmed some content with my hats to do another one of the gift guide videos, so extra content than I even expected. I also, while I watched my video, I sewed together the book sleeve. It just needs its little trim now, so I can't decide whether I'm going to do that today or not. Like, it's not super high priority, but it is definitely tempting to just like get it done, seeing as I only have the strings and the trim to do. So we might do that later, we'll see, but at least it's sewn together for now. There is still a heinous amount of ends on the inside, but I might just keep them on the inside and not sew them in, because you so can't see them from the outside, and I'm only making it for the video. Like, I'm not actually going to use it, so I could just like sew them in at a later date. We'll see. So that's been done. The video is uploading, 22 minutes left, so that's good. So now I need to decide, do I want to edit my short form and just get it like prepped and drafted and stuff so I don't have to think about it? Obviously that is the sensible option, but I don't enjoy it. Or do I go ahead and start crocheting with my sparkly yarn? Let me get it and show you. This is it. It's stunning. I don't know yet what I want to do with it. Well, I know what I want to do with it. I want to make a top, like just kind of a classic squared neck, kind of thick strap, straight down, then low back, and it would be like strap there, low back, strap would go all the way around the front, but it would be, you know, like squared off at the top. I think super cute. What I don't know what I'm doing is the stitch. I want it to be some sort of mesh stitch. A bunch of wool just fell down off of my wardrobe. I want it to be some kind of a mesh stitch situation, but I don't know what. Like, I don't want it to just be simple mesh stitch, boring. I want to do something new, something crazy, but I haven't decided what yet. So maybe let's have a look through this, see if anything strikes my fancy, or I could also take a little Pinterest gander. That might be wise. Let's see. We've got a lot to see, a lot to choose from in here. Something, I want it to be fairly loose. The problem is I don't know what I'm gonna wear under this top if I make it too loose. So maybe I don't want to be doing that. I just definitely want it to be a mesh vibe. But yeah, now I'm thinking, wait, what am I wearing under this? Especially if it's got a low back. That's a problem for future me. I'm liking the look of, wait, let me see if there's, oh, it's a whole nother double page. It's quite simple, but I quite like this. See, this is the problem. I am always drawn to the like more simple designs, but I specifically want to do something a little different. I'll be back. I quite like this rope stitch. I think that could work well in the sparkly, and it's a little, I don't know, is it going to look a bit messy? I might have to do some samples, I'm thinking, and then we can compare and contrast of what's, because this is an interesting type of yarn anyway. Like, it's very thin, and it's a bit like tinsely, obviously, because it's sequiny, so it might look bad in certain stitches. So maybe I'll pick out a few to do some samples of, and then we can decide. Maybe I'll put it on my story, like, which is nicer. Usually though, when I do that, I pick whichever one doesn't get voted for. I don't know what that says about me. Maybe it says I don't like being told what to do, which is crazy because I'm the one asking for advice, and then I just ignore it. That's what happened when I put up a poll for the sock vid I did. Something like this is, I think, initially what I had in mind, but I think it needs to be tighter than that, actually, realistically, because I want it to be really sparkly impact, you know? I don't want some half-assed sparkly situation. That's quite nice, but are the gaps too big? I don't know how that's starting to play into my thought process. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get working up some swatches and I'll show you what I'm thinking, what I've done. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. BRB. Apologies for the strange angle. Look at this monstrosity. So I started trying to do, I think that first stitch that I showed you, oh god, look at my horrifying hairstyle. Just gave it a go straight off the bat, and I don't know how this is gonna work, guys, because this yarn is like low-key, high-key, impossible to work with. It's very slippery, got loads of little fibers in it, and is obviously super thin, and it's got the sequins in to make it inconsistent. It's just like a nightmare. So we're gonna try and double strand it. It feels like it would be easier. I really don't want to have to work it with something else because I want it to be super sparkly. I want it to have the effect that the balls have. So yeah, I think we might have to do a more simple stitch than I was anticipating, just because it's not totally easy to work with. I also tried it out with a 2.5 and I'm thinking I will size up to make the stitches a bit more visible. So I have my little collection. Like, this is a little pot I painted at Pottery Painting a while ago. What do we think though? A 4? 3? I think a 4 might be too much. What is a 3.5? Let's see. 3.5 could be good. Let's give that a go. I don't also know if I should carry on with the same stitch I was already doing. It was a more simple one, but let's see. So I was trying out this rope stitch first, but I think it might need to be something a bit more obvious so that it actually looks good, because it's going to be pretty inconsistent anyway. Is that maybe a bit better? I'll give that a go. I'm going to start working on that and I'll show you what I get. But I'm starting to lose faith rapidly, which is never good. I was more impressed with this when I was looking at it flat rather than in here. I double stranded it and used a 3.5 and did this nice kind of stitch. Anything else I tried from my book, like I tried like 3 other stitches and wasn't having any of it. One of them was just too detailed for this type of yarn. It was like so difficult. It needs to be kind of obvious because the stitches are quite hard to see. And then I tried a couple others as well that felt like simpler but maybe more meshy, and I just like didn't like the way they looked. So I think something like this is nice. I'm kind of wondering if I should try it even sized down a little bit, just so it's a bit tighter and a bit more sturdy, because this is a bit like loose, but I'm quite happy with the pattern. I think that's nice. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure if it's what I had in mind. The problem is what I have in mind is maybe not possible with this yarn, because in my mind it drapes really nicely and this, it just doesn't, because it's like got this trashy tinsel vibe. But maybe that will change by sizing down the hook. Yeah, I think maybe that's what I'll do, is I'll try this again with a 2.5 and see what we think. But it's definitely way easier to work double stranded. I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay, so this is the 3.5, very loose goose. This is the 2.5. I think this is more what I had in mind. Closeness wise, it's a little kind of more structured. This, I think, makes it look a little cheaper, whereas this looks a bit more like special and sparkly. I just need to decide if it is what I wanted stitch wise. I'm finding it quite hard to like. I definitely like this stitch. It's called Iris stitch, by the way, according to my book. I really like it. I think it's really nice. I'm just not sure, is it what I want for this top? I love it. I think I'm just gonna have to give it a go. What I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna step away from it for a bit, work on some other stuff. Hopefully my wool will come, and then I'll just work on that for the rest of the day. And I might check in with you next time I'm working on it, but I think I could do with a bit of headspace and come back and look at it at a later date, because I think I'm kind of like not sure what I'm looking at anymore. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I think this is probably what I'm going for. I might put it on Instagram and get some opinions, but that's my thought process. Hi gang. It's been a while and it's been crazy around here, but I'm back and I thought I would show you the tiny bit of progress I've made on my sequin number, because like you would have just seen when I was doing the samples, I was a bit unsure and I remained unsure. and I thought, look, I've just got to crack on, I've just got to get into it, because I won't know really until I start working it what it actually looks like and what it's actually going to work up like. So I thought, let's just jump in. And I've been just doing a little bit here and there in between. I've had a lot of stuff to make recently for the brand I work for, which is all fun and exciting stuff, but it does mean that I have not got much of this done. But look at her. Honestly, guys, I was in my bedroom this morning, the sun was coming in through the window, shining on this project, and I was like, sequin yarn! When the light shines on it, it really is spectacular. But a couple of things that I have noticed. So I think I mentioned when I was kind of discussing my vision for this top that I wanted it to be quite loose and drapey. When I was making the samples, I kind of realised that that was probably not possible drapey wise, because it's just, I mean, I am obsessed with it, but it's just not that kind of material, right? It's just doesn't have a nice drape. If I'd have spent a little more, because this was the cheaper of the options, which I didn't actually get it for the cheapness reason, although it was a nice added benefit. I got it because it looked way more sparkly than the others, but I think because it's more sparkly than the others, like it's basically tinsel, do you know what I mean? Like it's not gonna have a drape, so that's fine. So I made my start chain and I thought that looks about right, like this will have this kind of loose feel, and it has shrunk while I've been making it, but it's very stretchy. I don't know if that's like a combo of I definitely think it's the yarn, but also like maybe the stitch pattern, because it's this cool mesh, which by the way, like I went for the one which I did the sample in because I just literally couldn't think of anything else that I wanted, and I did want to do something a bit different. I didn't want to just do like a classic mesh stitch, and I'm loving it. I just think it looks so special and intricate, and it's quite forgiving because it's quite hard to work with this yarn. As you can imagine, you get like sequins come through, but I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if it's going to focus, but it does get very like knotted and loopy, and because I'm working it with two strands, it's just kind of they knot against each other because the texture is just so off. This is not soft. I don't know, I mean, it's sequins. Was it ever going to be soft? But I can tell you for a fact, like this could be torture to wear, but it is so sparkly, and I'm very happy for that. So it's fine because it stretches, but we might have to change the vision a bit because it's just gonna be a tighter top. I do still think it will fit, but yeah, at least here I think actually it's quite nice when it's stretched out because you can see the pattern more. It's got quite a cool like almost ribbed effect, this stitch pattern. I'd be really interested to try it out in just regular yarn. So I think I'm at the point where I'm gonna start doing some shaping because I wanted it to be, I might do a little bit more because I wanted it to be able to be worn with like a lower rise jean or trouser, but also look good higher waist. It is gonna be tight, unfortunately. As you can see, this kind of reaches round. I don't know where that leaves me with the backlessness of it all, because I mean, realistically, was the backless thing ever gonna work? Because I was never gonna be able to not wear anything under this top. That would feel horrible, but also like that's not the look we're going for. That's not the look we're going for. I still might do low, but I might do it so that it just covers the like your bra strap, so I could wear a black bra under it and that's the look. I think that would be cool. Or I've got a grey little bralette, actually that might work better. The front is going to be high, so it will still look lower than that, but I did originally want it to be like quite low and quite drapey, but that's fine. We've got to pivot sometimes. But yeah, this is my progress. It is taking a while. Obviously I'm using a 2.5 millimeter hook, and it is just loopy and disastrous sometimes. I got a knot, like a factory knot, and it's not like the sort of stitch pattern that you can really crochet it in, so I just left it there and thought, problem for me later. I feel like sewing that in is not going to be fun, but also, I mean, I don't really know because it doesn't, like, this isn't a full ball, there's like a cardboard cylinder in here, but it doesn't feel like I've used that much yarn, and I've got 2 more balls of it, so that's good. But yeah, I just wanted to show you my progress. I unfortunately am not going to be able to finish it in this video. I wanted to, but I simply do not have the time, and I have been filming this video since October. And the date today is, I hate to say it, the 26th of November. 26th of November even. And I've probably been filming this since around the 26th of October. because it started with my game of wool screening, which is crazy that that happened. Still watching it. We're like 4 episodes in now, and there's a lot more crochet in it than I was expecting, so that's been really fun. I've been really enjoying that. I recommend it if you guys haven't checked in on it yet. It's just fun. It's just fun to be able to watch people crochet and knit on the TV. Like, that doesn't really happen very often. Yeah, so I will definitely show you either my progress or the finished piece if I don't include it in my next crochet vlog, so subscribe if you want to see that. But 100% without a doubt I will be filming and posting stuff on my socials of like the whole process and the finished piece, so definitely go follow me if you don't already over there to see the finished piece. I would love to have shown you on this vlog, but I just think it's gonna be, I've already got so much footage, it's gonna be a million years long. I know I didn't do that much crocheting in it, it was more like behind the scenes hauls, me just yapping, which, sorry, I can't help myself. But yeah, we've got a lot of exciting things coming out. I've posted my hat tutorial and it's doing really well, so if you want to go check that out, the people are loving it, so maybe you will too if you've not seen it. It's just a great pattern, and I'm glad everyone is enjoying it because it was so the thing that I was looking for when I was trying to make a hat. So I thought I have to share this with the people because nobody had shared it with me before I made it up. So yeah, go check that out, subscribe. I'll hopefully have another crochet vlog out by the end of the year. Like I said, it is the end of November, so we'll have to see what we can fit in. I've got a packed schedule, but some very exciting stuff coming. So yeah, hang tight. I think I'm gonna leave you here. Thanks for joining me again for another crochet vlog. I've been loving filming crochet vlogs. They are 100% my favorite videos to film, even when they have less crochet in it. I hope you still enjoy them because they are my favorite to film. Anyway, I will stop yapping now. I've got much to be getting on with, so I will see you in the next one. Say goodbye to the sequins. Bye.